Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today we are playing Tron. It's not Tron, though it does use ghostly flicker as a value piece. So the deck revolves around trying to kill your opponent with things like Mysidian Elder's Black Wizard creature tokens or Black Mage's Rod, which creates a wizard that does the same thing, that pings your opponent whenever you play a non-creature spell. So the deck is a Tron deck looking to use Expedition Map to get its Tron lands online. You have Barrels of Blasting Jelly as a way to filter mana, as well as Prophetic Prism to filter mana. You can flicker Prism, Lembas, and Cryogen Relic to draw cards. Lembas gains life if you sacrifice it, or it scries and draws. Candy Trail gains life. Barrels of Blasting Jelly is removal, that also is mana fixing. Now Spellbomb to stop your opponent from doing their thing. And then Brambleworm as a huge beater that can close it out. We also have Karvik's Torch as well. This is a list from the 5-0 dumps from Husky Man. So I know they've been playing a lot of this deck. And what I love about this sideboard, there's 3 ofs down the board: Duress, Cast Down, Breath Weapon, Pyroblast, and Moment's Peace. Let's see how strong this one is. People have been having some success, and it did top 8 the Pauper get in. So let's run it. I'll see you in the matches. This video is brought to you by Card Market, Europe's largest TCG marketplace. Unplugged Gaming in Manlius, New York is having their first ever Pauper 1K. This is a $30 entry that starts at 1 p.m. on August 15th. 70% of the entries will go straight to prizes up to a 64-player cap. Just outside of Syracuse, New York, this event is going to be sweet. Okay, we're here in round number 1. We have no Tron lands, basically. I think this is a mulligan. This is slightly better. We're on the draw. We're keeping it because we like to take risks. I'm putting the Mysidian Elder on the bottom. I have multiple Candy Trails. Opponent is on Island. Spell Pierce would really ruin me. Let's see how that goes. Island, pause for 60 seconds. Land, let's play a Candy Trail. They don't do anything. So, I suppose we can keep the Candy Trail that's on top or just bottom. And I think we'll just double bottom here. It'd be great to get a blue source so I could play the Cryogen Relic. They play Consider. Some sort of terror deck. I'm assuming mono blue terror. They really wanted to cast the Consider on my end step. To use my mana, let's start with this Candy Trail, see if they do anything. Without playing my land first, I like both of these cards, I think. Play Tower, I'll attempt this Expedition Map. It probably gets countered. Counterspell from the opponent. So next turn I draw Power Plant. I can crack the Candy Trail to draw a card, play the Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Opponent brainstorms. Barrels of Blasting Jelly is pretty good against the Terror decks, given that they all have 5 toughness. If you actually get your mana online, you can just blast all their terrors. And sometimes they don't have a lot of threats. They play a Delver and an Island. I'll draw off the Candy Trail, land, play my Barrels of Blasting Jelly. When it lets that go, they cycle a Lorien Revealed for Island. And they blind flip the Delver on a Lorien. Plays out a 4th land. Counting how much a terror costs. Costs 3 mana. They get in for 3. So I'll go back to 20. We find a tower. If I play, I'm just going to try this Cryogen. That just snap resolves. They don't have a Spell Pierce apparently. Play land. Let's draw a card with the Candy Trail. Draw Island. They get in for 8. They spend 5 mana. And they draw 3 cards. You have a Power Plant. I think I'm going to go blue and flicker on Tower Relic. So we'll draw 2 cards. Draw Viscer's Insight, and we have the Mine now. Play the Mine. So on their turn, I can Viscer's Insight the Cryogen Relic. And then we have to try to play this Brambleworm. They'll get in for 8. They probably have Counterspell again. I suppose I could lock down the Solarian Terror. Let's go black. Viscer's Insight, sacrificing the Cryogen Relic. I also can blow up the Solarian Terror. I forgot about that. Resolves. Okay. Let's make green. Attempt a Brambleworm. Our opponent brainstorms. I guess they're looking for a way to counterspell. Will this resolve? Hopefully. They found the counterspell. No, they thought scour themselves to clear the brainstorm. Thought scours themselves again. Milling Solarian Terror, consider. Resolves? Sweet. Okay, so I can just bog them now. Let's play. I mean, I clearly want to bog them. Or I can go Spellbomb. I can play land. I can Ghostly Flicker these 2. Probably not necessary. Let's play the Spellbomb. and also bog you. Okay. Now I'm feeling a lot better. If they have a Sleep of the Dead or something, I can flicker the worm. Probably not necessary though. They do have the Sleep of the Dead. Okay. They go Ponder. I'm going to attempt to flicker on Brambleworm and the Bajuka Bog once they go to attacks, I guess. They play Island. They actually did shuffle their library. I'm not sure if I said no shuffle before. Casting a Lorien Revealed. Okay. So we'll probably get to eat the Tolarian Terror. They get in. They maybe should have considered that this was an option, but I don't know if they had much they could do about it. We'll flicker, bog you, gain 5 life, block your Tolarian Terror, and then we'll make red, cast the Mysidian Elder. We make a wizard. We'll play a spell bomb, and then use one of the spell bombs to draw a card. We find a Barrels of Blasting Jelly. It's pretty good. And then I can play Power Plant, back in for 7. Your turn. Honor for the opponent. I think this deck is like made to fight on, to beat up on terror. And then they play a Delver. Declines to shuffle. Opponent will attack in for 3. I go to 11. Let's see if I can draw some cards. I'll make black. This here's Insight. I will sacrifice a spell bomb. Ping you for 1. And I will pay the black. Draw a card. Draw 2 cards. Okay. My turn. Play Expedition Map. Here, the Expedition Map can be used to get my cycle land, which is nice. Crack the map. Grab the cycle land. We'll cycle it. I don't know why they're playing Smoldering Crater. It doesn't make any sense. It's a red, I guess because of the Mysidian Elder. Play the Prophetic Prism. Ping you. I think I just win here. Draw a card. Barrels. They're at 7. I'll attack for lethal. We win the game. So we want Pyroblast. I wish I knew how to sideboard. I almost think like the Mysidian Elders are not going to win me the game. Maybe the Duress is, and just like lean on the Brambleworms. I could be wrong. Does that actually win if I play it like that though? Eventually we just torch them. I'll try. Okay, this hand looks pretty good. Let's see how it plays out. I will keep. Our opponent leads on Island. Passes the turn. I'll start with an Expedition Map. They Thought Scour themselves in response, milling a terror and an island. Plays out Island and ponders. No shuffle, plays a Delver. I'm going to play my Cryogen Relic. Trying to draw a card, drawing into a Tron land. We draw a Torch. They flip, revealing a Consider. Casting Consider, they surveil away a Brainstorm and draw a card. Attempts to cast a Terror, but they don't have enough cards in the graveyard. Cast a Consider again. Okay, puts Delver in their graveyard. Next turn, Terror would cost 2 mana. Darn. Alright, so we crack on mine. We'll play out the Candy Trail. We're looking for Power Plants. We find Power Plant and a Pyroblast. So I will top and top. Need to save the Duress and Pyroblast for when I just torch them for lethal. Or for resolving the Brambleworm. They Thought Scour themselves, milling a Null and deem inferior. Plays the Tolarian Terror. Gets in for 3. We'll go Power Plant. Attempt a Prophetic Prism. They have a Null. Okay. That's sort of a bummer. I'm going to play this Cryogen Relic and draw. And then draw another card. And then play Spell Bomb. And then just target you. I won't pay. Okay, your turn. They have 8 power. They get in for 8. I can lock down the Tolarian Terror. I'd love to be able to flicker my 2 Cryogen Relics and draw a bajillion cards. They ponder. Okay, I mean, I think I flicker the 2 relics and draw 4 cards. Try to draw a colored source. No shuffle, they play Island. If they have counterspell, I'm dead, I think. Toot toot. Dispel. Alright, got me. So if I had cracked the relic targeting the terror, I would have drawn Island, and then I could have gone for flicker again. But who's to say? I'm going to bring in the cast down instead of the duress. Alright. Well, we're keeping. We got to get our colored sources on the table, huh? I will play out the mine when I have priority. Your turn. They play Island and a Delver of Secrets. Play a land, Prophetic Prism. Drawing a Candy Trail. Opponent brainstorms on their upkeep so that they can flip the Delver. Okay, they revealed Lorien Revealed, play another Delver. We're looking for a tower or a map. Finding a ghostly flicker, play Candy Trail. Okay. I informed my opponent that they could just pass. I'm going to bottom the Candy Trail, top the Expedition map, lay out a Cryogen Relic. They flip the Delver on a Sleep of the Dead. It will ponder. No shuffle. 6 damage a turn. Gets in for 6. I'm still hoping to find a tower because I think this Expedition map's not going to resolve. I will attempt Expedition map. A null. They had... Last turn they had, what? Dispel? My flicker doesn't seem very good then. I'm going to attempt to Viscer's Insight the Cryogen Relic and draw some cards. We'll draw at least one card. Draw the Cast Down and a Brambleworm. I'll attempt an Expedition map. They have another null. They have a Lorien Revealed. Okay. So lucky for me, I can crack and then cast down one of their Delvers. They have 4 instants and sorcerers in the graveyard. They attack me for 3 or 6, putting me to 5. Crack the Expedition map. Tower. Play tower. Attempt denial spellbomb. Attempt to barrels. Attempt a prophetic prism. Gain 3, draw a card. Target you with the spellbomb. Make black. Alright, we drew a Bojuka Bog. I'm at 8. I have multiple cast downs right now. They play Lorien Revealed. So we're gonna go Brambleworm, cast down, play make green, play Brambleworm, and then land, kill your creature, make black, kill your other creature, and send it over. They play a 6th land. Terror will currently cost 6. We have 1 more terror covered with the Barrels of Blasting Jelly. And then I can also Bojuka Bog them. It's going to be a while before they are casting any cheap terrors. I will attempt a Prophetic Prism. We draw. Prophetic Prism resolves. Let's get in for 7. Lay out the tower. Opponent Thought Scours themselves, milling Ponder and a terror. They consider. Puts Island in their graveyard. They can start casting terrors now. They decline. Okay. Let's just play a Candy Trail. Looking for something that I can Viscer's Insight, I guess. Lembas is a good thing. So top, draw a card. Then we Prism, draw a card. And then I will go play Lembas. Then make black and Viscer's Insight the Lembas. So it goes back into the deck. They use their Dispel. Lembas is going back into the deck. We'd Scry 1, draw. Spellbomb, okay, put it on top. Bojuka Bog you. Play Spellbomb. And swing for 7. Getting it done with 1 worm at a time. Opponents at 6. Thought Scours themselves. Mills Terror Brainstorm. So it costs 5. Sleep of the Dead on my creature. Okay. On their end step, we'll make black and just Spellbomb you. Finding an Expedition map. Play the Expedition map. Let's attempt to Viscer's Insight, sacrificing the Expedition map. Finding a Brambleworm. Attempt a Brambleworm. Resolves. Play the mine. Opponent brainstorms. They're looking for a way out of this big worm situation. I don't think there's a way. And we win the game. That was a slog. We'll see you in round 2.
Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe.
Round 2 on the play. Looking for a Tron. Okay, this is not bad. We'll keep. I almost think we just barrels turn 1, just in case they are a counterspell deck. So we get our colored source on the table. Then I can Cryogen Relic on turn 2 and Viscer's Insight it, which is pretty strong. I could also just Candy Trail, but then I cannot cast anything on turn 2 other than the barrels, and then if they have a counterspell, it's really bad. Opponent said that they appreciate the videos. Thank you very much, Nikki Tucson. And we'll get to 6. Land, play the barrels. Opponent's turn. Forest. Land grant showing me that they are playing Elves of Deep Shadow. They're playing Spy. So we'll go Expedition map, play the Candy Trail. Brambleworm, not very good. Power Plants, not really where I want to be either. We're going to crack and what? Get the tower, play the tower, play the Cryogen Relic. I'm pretty nervous about just dying. We have Bojuka Bog in our deck. Plays Gatecreeper Vine. So they have 1 more land left in their deck. Gets the Swamp. Gets in for 1. We drew a power plant anyway. Crack the map. Tower, land, make blue. We'll play Cryogen Relic. We draw a Nile Spellbomb. Okay, there's a safety net there. There's a little safety net. They do have a Avenging Hunter, which would be pretty good mid-range plan for them. In my sideboard, I have cast downs. Pretty much my only good card. They cast their land grant, revealing 3 cards. They have double Avenging Hunter and a Lawless Giant. Okay. They get in for 1. So we don't want them to be able to cast the Avenging Hunter. They reveal the Forest. I'll play the Prophetic Prism. Play a Cryogen Relic out. I can crack one of the Cryogen Relics. So I'll just play... no, I can't do all this at once. I'm thinking about just going blue and then tap down the Mysidian Elder. And then play Prophetic Prism and draw a card. Okay, your turn. So there will not be an Avenging Hunter this turn. They play a 4th land. Plays Lead the Stampede. We can actually hold Ghostly Flicker to stop the Spell Bomb. Find a generous sense. Multiple Avenging Hunters happening here. Let's play Tower. We'll start with Mysidian Elder. Make red. Pass Mysidian Elder. And then make blue. Ghostly Flicker, Mysidian Elder, and the Cryogen Relic. Draw some cards. Another Mysidian Elder. Make red. No. They're going to cast the Avenging Hunter. They have Lawless Giant. I have 4 mana. I think I'm going to make red and cast another Mysidian Elder. Try and ping them quicker. And then I'll crack the Canny Trail. Draw a card. Another Elder. I will pass. Maybe I can kill them next turn. We play Mysidian Elder. We play Cryogen Relic 4. We Visitor's Insight 4. They're trying to think about their plan. We know 6 of the cards in their hand. So I guess against Spy, the Brambleworm's going to be bad. I'm going to cast Lead the Stampede. That was their draw for turn. They found Sagu and an Overgrown Battlement. They cast the Battlement. We could Barrels the Battlement, I suppose. We have a Bajuka Bog. Cannot get it instant speed now. I probably should have played that so I could draw it with a Flicker. Let's play Mysidian Elder. Make blue. Cast Cryogen Relic. Maybe that was a mistake too. Alright, they're at 14. Canny Trail. Flicker would be good. Cry 2. Another Barrels. We're going to bottom and top the Barrels. Make black. Visitor's Insight, sacrificing the Cryogen Relic. For you. We draw 3 cards. We drew the Flicker. So we just go Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Put you to 2. Make blue. And then we go Ghostly Flicker on my 2 Prophetic Prisms. And we kill them. Wow. Turn 6. So the Mysidian Elder is really stacked up nicely. We want the cast downs. I'm going to say that Brambleworm is just not going to get the job done. So then maybe Duress is okay. I don't know if Torch is good enough either. So bring in the Duresses, cutting the Torch. And then do we just cut 1 rod? They can interact with the rod, but they can't interact with the Mysidian Elder. Okay. Our curve in our Tron deck is now only up to 3. Wow. Very low to the ground. Round 2, game 2, we have just plant. I think this is a mulligan. Okay. I guess we can keep this and get rid of Mysidian Elder. I'm hoping to draw a Tron land. Our opponent, land grant. They have the Spy in hand. So Forest out of their hand. They probably play the Roost-Seek so they can get the Battlement on turn 2. I don't even know where I go from here. They Roost-Seek. Grabs a Swamp. Okay. We'll have Tron. So we have Expedition Map. Turn 2, Power Plant. Grab the Tower. Turn 3, Lembus. Try to find some sort of graveyard hate. They play the Battlement. Land. Crack for Tower. I feel like this is going to be too slow. Plays Caretaker. Wall of Roots. So I could just be dead. Tower. We found a cast down. Probably too late. Find Prophetic Prism. Okay. Play the Prophetic Prism. And then make black and kill your wall. And pass. They have 5 mana right now. So they can play Avenging Hunter, get the last land. They could just Spy too. Looks like they're just going to Spy. Plays Avenging Hunter. Okay. Not Spy. Grabs a Mountain. For Flaring Pain. Okay. We have a Barrels of Blasting Jelly. We'll make blue. Pass Cryogen Relic. Draw a card. Play land. Barrels of Blasting Jelly can kill the Avenging Hunter. But I don't know if it's good enough. I make blue here. I have 3 mana. I can flicker on Cryogen Relic and Tower. I could just do this in their upkeep, but then they have their creatures untapped. I think I have to try to find a Nile Spellbomb I'm going to Flicker, Relic, and Prophetic Prism. We draw 3 cards. There's a Nile Spellbomb. Play the Nile Spellbomb. Play a Limbus. Bottom the map. And then pass it over. Avenging Hunter's going to get big enough to beat me down pretty quickly. They have another Avenging Hunter lined up, or is it just the one? This is other hand, other hand, other hand. They just have the Spy left over. I guess we can crack the Cryogen Relic to stop the Avenging Hunter from attacking. Okay, they make the Avenger ginormous. 7/6. They attack in for 7. I will go to 13. The mid-range plan. They have a Masked Vandal and 4 mana. So we target you with the Spellbomb. I think they drew that turn, huh? Normally I would just scoop as soon as the Spy hits the stack, but it's probably worth looking at their deck to see what's in it. They reveal 25 cards. They have Dread Return and Spy, so they can Dread Return the Spy and then Dread Return again. They brought in Fang Dragon. That's why they brought in the red. Okay, for my Mysidian Elder tokens. Okay. I think that's fine. That's not really what it's going to be about, I don't think, but maybe. Let's see if they see the line. Target Spy with Dread Return. Mill yourself again. Okay, they saw the line. They have Lawless Giant, Mez Fiend, and still just 4 lands. We are dead, dead, dead. I don't know if there's anything else I can do, so I will resubmit. Maybe I want the Rod over the Duress. Duress seems pretty medium. Okay, I'm on the play. So if I find another land I can start killing their creatures, I guess I'm keeping. I'll turn 1 the Tower. Turn 2 the Conduit Pylons. Or maybe I should, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to see about the same amount of cards. They play Mountain. They have a land grant. Revealing Winding Way, a bunch of awesome stuff. Play Conduit Pylons. We found Prophetic Prism. Guess I'm topping this map. Play Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. I need another land though. They play a Forest. Another land grant. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Generous Ent is the card in their hand that segregates it all. 3 lands out of their deck. They have Sagu Wildlings. They can get the 4th land out of their deck. They play Gatecreeper Vine. Going to try Cryogen Relic, try to draw land. Didn't draw land. Like, what was I supposed to do? I probably should not have put that map on top in the first place. A Sagu gets the last land. Plays Winding Way. Finds a Spy. Goes to cleanup. Good return in the graveyard. These are other hands. Let's see what they discard. Sagu and a Generous Ent. I guess I play Spellbomb and play Map. They go for Mass Vandal. Goes after the Spellbomb, so I will target you. Get rid of your Dread Return. They don't currently have any black mana. Plays Caretaker. That's the black mana. I'll cast down the Caretaker. They just had it anyway. Nothing ever mattered. GG. Cast the Spy, concede the game. They went for 5 lands that time. I guess they had 5 lands the other time. Alright, good luck in the rest. I'll see everybody in round 3. Round 3. I'm on the play. I guess this is a keep. We can start with the Candy Trail. I think that Tron decks are generally kind of slow against Spy, especially if I'm not playing things like Kalikaiz Shaman. I wish this deck had some crop rotations. I'm going to go land Candy Trail. I cannot keep either of these, I don't think. I need other lands. We found a Brambleworm and a Cryogen Relic. We play a Voldaren Epicure. So they're a burn deck. Let's go land, play the Limbus. I guess I top. We're topping an Expedition map and drawing it. The problem is that I need another land anyway. When it gets in for 1. Let's see what kind of burn deck they are. Please don't discard Snacker. We play Melded Moxite. Please not Snacker. I have the Nile Spellbomb in my hand. I discard a Highway Robbery. I draw an island. Play Nile Spellbomb. And then Cryogen Relic. Draw or pass the turn. Our opponent will attack in for 1, I think. We go to 17. They play another Melded Moxite. This time they discard the Snacker. But I was prepared. No. We're not going to pay for the Nile Spellbomb, but I don't want you to have a Snacker. I'm trying to use this Candy Trail to find another Tron land so that I can get Tron online. What do we draw? Prophetic Prism. Let's play Candy Trail. We scry into a Tower and a Brambleworm. I will top and top. Draw. Play the Tower. Play Expedition map. And then maybe from here we'll be okay. We don't have the mana to play the Brambleworm on this coming turn. Our opponent attacks in for 1. We're going to draw the Brambleworm, use the 2 blue mana, sacrifice the Expedition map, play the Prophetic Prism, and then crack the Trail and crack the Limbus. Maybe crack the Limbus first, I don't know. They cast a highway robbery. Do they have another snacker? Yes, they do. Indeed, they do. Snacker returns. Okay. I will crack, and then I will grab the power plant. A lot of lag going on with the opponents today, so it's just like a lot of pausing. Crack the Limbus. Go to 22 life. Play Prophetic Prism. We draw barrels of blasting jelly. I'll cast the barrels. I wonder if I should use the Candy Trail, play the Black Mage's Rod. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to play, just going to draw another Brambleworm. Okay. When it pitches a Fiery Temper, they'll put me to 22. They have a, I mean, I'm only at 22, I would say. If they just go Gutter Snipe, there's so many ways I could die. Fire Temper, I will go to 22. They'll put me to 19 again. Okay. Second main phase. We've got another Voldarian Epicure. We draw another Brambleworm. Let's tap down the Sneaky Snacker. A2. Draw Prophetic Prism. I'll make green and play Brambleworm. I'm at 23. They crack and make a robot. Melded Moxite goes to the graveyard. So they're going for this go wide plan. I guess on my turn I can play the Rod, make a creature, play the Brambleworm. So just like turtling up. I would love to have another land in play. Here comes the Gutter Snipe. Okay, scary. They're attacking in. So I will block. If you want to Fire Blast my Brambleworm now, that's fine. I'm at 21. If I draw land, I can torch the Gutter Snipe and play the Brambleworm. You have Viscer's Insight. Cast another Brambleworm. 26 life. And then I'll make black off the barrels. And Viscer's Insight the Prophetic Prism. Drawing 2 cards. Looking for lands. Did not find lands. You drew a Spellbomb, which is okay. Because then I can get the Snacker off the table and Spellbomb it away. I'm at 26. Still trying to gain some life. They're going to Lava Dart me. No, they will discard with the Blood Token. Another Snacker. I sort of wonder if Snacker will be banned just for play patterns reasons. It's just ubiquitous. It's sort of just here, always doing the thing, always giving you the value. The only Dimir fairy played in every single deck that isn't black or blue. They have a Faithless Looting, which will return the Snacker. Also, I go to 24. They have Lightning Bolt Face. Am I just dead? I'm at 19. Lightning Bolt Face. I go to 17. And then 14. So they have a dart in the graveyard. Another dart. I'm at 11. So Fire Blast plus dart. Cool. Yep. No problem. They had double Fire Blast, all the darts. They got it done. I just wish they did it faster. They're 5 minutes behind on clock. It's okay if you kill me. Just do it faster. All right. So we don't need these at all. All these cards can go away. So the rest for their draw spells, cast down for their creatures, breath weapon to clear the board. Do I keep a torch? Definitely cutting these cards. Maybe the cast down's not that good. I like the breath weapon a little bit better. So let's do that. I don't know if the torch is actually required. Okay, game 2. We need Fast Tron. This hand does not do anything. We have Fast Tron. Nothing much else. We have to keep and lay out the mine. I guess I can turn to discard them. Mine, pass. If I don't find something to do on turn 2, then I'll get turn 4 Tron. Opponent sends it over. Find a Nile Spellbomb. So I will play out the Nile Spellbomb and pass. They play a mountain. Melted Moxite. They're gaming. They got the Snacker every time. Okay, Snacker. We ate one Snacker. We traded one card for their... That's such a bad trade for me. Ooh. Okay, Lembas. I'll crack it with the trigger on the stack. Put it back into the deck. Draw a card. I will bottom the power plant. Pass. Maybe I should have left it on the table. I'm at 23. Opponent's looking to crack their Melded Moxite on my end step. I'll play a Conduit Pylons. I guess... Don't think I want the barrels. I need cards to draw cards. Just going to go ahead and arrest them. Searing Blaze, Fire Temper, Lava Dart, Gutter Snipe. Gross. Well, the Searing Blaze isn't doing anything. I don't want to discard the Fire Temper. I guess I'm discarding the Lava Dart. Pass. Okay, so they have a mountain. I have Gutter Snipe in hand. I'm dead. I guess I could flicker this on upkeep. That doesn't feel very good though. Another barrels. Okay. Barrels of blasting jelly. And I will send it over. We're probably going to have to shoot the gutter snipe with the barrels of blasting jelly. Fire temper me. Well, this is pretty brutal. Gets in for 2. They've grabbed the prize pitching fiery temper, which is another 5 damage. I don't know how I get out of this. Blaze the mountain. I'll just flicker my land. See if I can find something on the top. Cryogen relic is okay. Alright, we draw a card. We can crack it to draw another card. Tap down your robot. Canny Trail, okay. Still probably dead to the gutter snipe that's in their hand. Mine, flicker. None of these are helping me. Draw a card. Go to 14. Another Canny Trail. I actually don't think that having the barrels here is going to save me. I'm going to play the Canny Trail. Spellbomb. Bottom. Spellbomb does draw a card. It gets rid of the lava dart. I'm probably just dead. I'll top the Spellbomb. I'll draw a card. I'll play the Spellbomb. So if they play the gutter snipe, I have to probably Spellbomb away the lava dart. That seems really gross. Okay, they play a 6th land. Gutter snipe on the table. Let's get rid of your lava dart. And they shoot me with the lava dart for 1. They've got a sneaky snacker with the grab the prize. Not working out too hot. I think my only draw is a bramble worm. We draw an island. On to the next. Round 4 on the play. This hand looks good, I think. I mean, we've got stuff to do. I think there's, yeah, we're just moving along, trying to do our thing. I'll lead on a Candy Trail. What is F6? Cryogen, Flicker? Okay, I can't say no. I should say no. I'm going to bot it. I can't say no. I'm topping both. I can't do it. Let's see what our opponent's doing. Am I going to regret that decision badly? They play a Great Furnace and Voldaren Epicure. So we are going to play the Prophetic Prism, which draws me the Kosi Flicker. Synthesizer for the opponent. They're doing that because they might hit a land. They play the Mountain from Exile that they hit. They probably have a land in hand still. They get in for 1. Nile Spellbomb is the draw. Not super good. Let's play Cryogen Relic, looking for a land. Finding a Candy Trail. Should have said no. They Synthesizer, finding Burning Tree Emissary, so they are Rally Burn. Place another mountain, the one they hand from hand. Burning Tree Emissary into the Rally, or nothing. Galvanic Blast to put me to 14. We missed our land. And then I have to crack the Candy Trail looking for a land. We whiff. Discard the Elder. They've got a Bushwhacker. Mine is not the draw. Let's Cryogen Relic your creature and concede. Yeah. Tron continues. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Where's the lands, bro? It's still no lands. Okay, keep going. The 3rd land was the 24th card from the top. 23rd card from the top. Okay, breath weapons and Nile Spellbomb not required. Elder does block. Kervik's Torch, get rid of that. Maybe Moment's Peace. Get rid of the rods. We'll submit. It takes a special kind of luck, I think, to get Tron on time. Okay, I'm on the play. We have things to do. I'm going to keep Candy Trail. Looking for lands. Bog map. Let's just bottom both of these. The map's too slow at the moment. They play out a Great Furnace and a Tomb Raider coming in hot. Gets in for 2. I got an 18. We will crack the Candy Trail. Drawing a Viscer's Insight. I'm super dead. They play a mountain. And then they raise me. I am so done. I'm done. I am super done. GG. Brutal. We're here in round 5, trying to pick up a 2-3 and get some play points back. This is a mulligan. And this one, I guess, is fine. We are going to put back the Elder. Lead on Tower Candy Trail. Opponent is playing, it looks to be Jund Wildfire. We'll play Candy Trail. And bottom, I guess I'm topping the Expedition map. Next turn, I'm probably going to Lembus and dig. They play Wildfire on their land. Grabs a swamp. There's the map. Play Lembus. Bottom. Any lands? Power plant. Okay, so we can get Tron at least. They used a Wildfire on their land previously, so they're about to slam. Okay, they did not. I thought they were probably going to play out a Chrysalis. They've got a refurbished familiar. I'll get rid of Lembas, go land, map, and crack the map for a tower or a mine. Opponent Fanatical offers their Wellspring, draws 3 cards, 8 cards in hand. I'm over here with my measly 4 cards in hand. Plays a swamp. Gonna Wildfire me? No, they play a Gixian Infiltrator. And then they map onto the Infiltrator. Finding a Twisted Landscape. Gets in for 2. Alright, we'll play mine. Play Caney Trail. Check the top of the deck. Flickers. Nice. I'm topping. I'm doing it. Play Prism. Draw a card. Play Cryogen Relic. Draw a card. And then we'll make blue and flicker and draw 3 cards. Okay. 3 cards. Find Barrels of Blasting Jelly and Bajuka Bog. I probably want to kill the Gixian like as soon as possible. Visitor's Insight. The Gixian is a 4/3 now. Cats are going crazy, eating all my stuff. Okay, cats, relax. Relax the landscape. The Gixian is a 5/4. I'll Spellbomb. Getting in for 7. Land. I'm going to play this Mysidian Elder for a moment. And then go play Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Ping you. I'll make... Oh, I don't want to do that. We'll just blow up your creature. Bonk. It's dead. And then I'll gain 3 draw. Finding another Barrels of Blasting Jelly. A Fanatical Offering and draw 3 cards. 10 cards in hand. Plays 1 land. Refurbished Familiar. I'll get rid of this Bajuka Bog. I don't think it's going to matter. It might. I get in for 2. Okay. They kill my creature. But not the wizard. Okay. They map onto the Refurbished Familiar. They have 5 power. Let's draw a card, gain 3. Another Mysidian Elder. Let's play the Mysidian Elder out. Play Conduit Pylons and check the top of the deck. Another Barrels. Don't think I want that. Let's Ghostly Flicker, target Mysidian Elder and Cryogen Relic. Ping you for 2. Make another wizard. We'll play Prophetic Prism. Ping you for 3. Draw a card. Play Caney Trail. Ping you for 3. They're at 11. Barrels Flicker. I guess we're topping. And bottom the Barrels. Play Barrels from hand. They're at 8. I mean, the wizards get it done quickly once it starts happening. But I feel like we have a lack of staying alive. They crack the Nile Spellbomb, targeting me. Cycles the landscape. Wildfire on my power plant. We have no basics. No. Bro. Brutal. Then they Toxin Analysis their Refurbished Familiar so that they make sure they get in for 3 and gain some life. Play map. They're at 8. Crack the map. Get the power plant that we're missing. We'll Lembas. They go to 5. We'll bottom the mine. Finding a Barrels. The Barrels. Okay. And we'll draw a card. And we will, I guess, draw another card. Any 1-drops? We found a 1-drop. Boink! Yay, we win! Finally. It's all for this. Okay. The rest, I guess. We just overwhelm them. Nile Spellbombs we don't need, obviously. So maybe we just bring in the cast downs. Submit. Alright. Game 2. Got 2 lands. Opponent will duress turn 1. They took my Prophetic Prism. I'll start with the Caney Trail. They don't like me drawing cards. Flicker and a Lembas. I will bottom the Flicker, top the Lembas. I can use the Lembas to see 1 and try to dig for a tower. Or maybe they just wanted to be able to stop the cast down from working. Okay, mountain from the opponent. Wildfire's my land. So that doesn't help me. Find a map. Play map. Play Barrels. Forest for the opponent. They use Sagu Wildling to find a land using the Roost Seek. Grabs a forest. And we find Bajuka Bog. That doesn't help that much. I'll draw with the Caney Trail. Play mine. Play another Barrels. I'm far from having anything useful to do. They play a Slagwoods Bridge. We will crack and grab the tower. And then play Prophetic Prism. I want to hold the Elder until I have a flicker effect. Oh, it's Caney Trail. And try to find more cards to draw cards. Okay, Lembas is one of those cards. I'll draw it. I'm at 26. Opponent's going to Fanatical Offering, sacrificing a land. A Visitor's Insight, sacrificing their bridge. They can't even Wildfire themselves now. Are they just going to slam a Chrysalis? We have many ways to kill the Chrysalis. Plays a Refurbished Familiar. I'll discard Bajuka Bog. Let's make red. Cast the Mysidian Elder. make a token, cast Lembas, ping you. And what do we find? Land, all top. Play the land. They play out a forest. They get in for 2. Okay. They go for a Chrysalis. All right. I'm just going to kill it. Boom. Die. Take it. Go away, Chrysalis. Okay, Lembas. See what we get. Ping you. Keep digging. Bottom. A land. Play a land, huh? Okay. Get in for 1. I feel like they have something, but I'm just gonna flicker the 2 Lembuses. I think they're gonna kill my wizard or my Mysidian Elder. Okay, scry draw. Bottom of land. Finding Brambleworm. Okay. Bottom of map. Finding torch. Yikes. We're just going to Brambleworm and hope they don't refurbish Familiar Me. Because next turn I could torch them for lethal. They play out a Gixian Infiltrator. They're going to sacrifice again. They have a 4/3 Gixian. And then they play a Chrysalis. Alright, I'm going to go black and cast Down on the Gixian. Then I will attack for 7. They take 7, so GG. Finally. We're back in the game. Alright, I'll make red and then hit you for 10. Fireball. Bum 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 bum. 11 you. Okay. So we went 2 and 3 with Tron. I think this deck is okay. It's just really variance, high variance. I think you have all these cards that are just absolutely horrible unless you have Tron online. So I think there has to be a way to play the deck where you're not so reliant on Tron. I personally really dislike having only 2 basics because I think you get wrecked by Wildfire, which we saw there. These cards are good, right? The Mysidian Elder was probably the main plan that was necessary. So what if you just like had more things to do and you moved faster and then you eventually Mysidian Elder your opponent? You could play something to get back the Elders as well, like call damage control or something. Okay, let me know if you made it to the end. I will see you in the next video.